If you don't know what manifestation looks like or you've never manifested before, strap in. I'm going to tell you exactly what's happened the last week for me when it comes to manifestation. What's up? My name is Excel and I teach you how to talk to the universe. Manifestation is a lifestyle. So what that means is that you just start seeing doors open up randomly when you want something. All you have to do is walk through the door. Be careful what you ask for because every question you ask the universe is going to get answered in some way, shape, or form. So the last couple months, I've been feeling kind of like off. I've been feeling down. I've been feeling like I don't know which way I should go or what I should be doing in my reality. And because of it, I stopped coaching. I stopped creating content on Instagram and other platforms. I tried to focus on YouTube, but it still wasn't really hitting the spot. After trying to think my way through it and nothing got me there, I surrendered and I said, you know what, God, universe, please just show me the way to happiness and joy in some way, shape, or form. And of course, during this time, I'm still teaching shamanism to all of my students. And one of the lessons we're about to get into is the runes, how to divine with the runes. In order for me to teach people how to divine the runes, I have to divine for myself. And my rune reading read me to filth. It was like, bro, you need a makeover. It literally said, surrender into joy. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Suddenly, I get a text message from one of my friends who's a puppy breeder. And he's like, hey, I got a new litter from one of the previous puppies that you already own. Do you want this puppy? And I'm like, yes and no, kind of depends on how much it is. He wanted a lot of money for the puppy and I was like, I'll think about it. Then I did all the extra research on the flight ticket and everything basically was going to come out to like about $3,000, a little bit more than that. And I was like, I do not want to spend that kind of money. I didn't say that to anybody but the universe. And you know what ends up happening? The following day after that, my credit card company calls me and they're saying like, hey, you have a bunch of flyer miles that you need to use. And if you don't use them, you're going to expire all of them. So, you should go on a trip in the next week and a half. So I look into all the details. If I end up getting the puppy, my plane ticket is literally going to be $5. And then the guy text messages me and he's like, you know what? I'll give you the puppy at a discount. But of course, I'm still like, you know what? I don't really even know if I want a puppy right now. Suddenly, one of my friends from Peru ends up messaging me who runs these retreats in Peru. And she's like, you know what? You should come through. We should have some fun. We should just like literally travel the country. Okay, strange. I don't know if I still want to go to Peru anyway. Then I get a text message from one of these companies that I wanted to buy their healing tech from. And they're like, you know what? The healing tech is literally 90% off. You want it? At this point, I'm fully aware something's talking to me and it wants to make me happy. I asked the runes and the runes ends up telling me like, go get the puppy because it's going to bring you the most amount of joy. And then I'm like, let me ask the Antojai Quantum Reiki Tarot. The tarot is like, boy, the runes just told you what's really good. I decided to tune into the quantum field and get an answer. And I clearly hear, boy, we already told you to get the puppy. I ended up settling on the puppy because it was the cheapest. I asked, something started talking to me, and all I had to do was bring awareness to the conversation. And bam, now you know the manifestation. Antojai, subscribe.